after a little video game break, decompress. So yesterday I got the randomization scheme at least started working, so you can kind of see what we're doing here is trying to predefine randomization scheme that can define what type of system we're looking at, galaxy we're looking at, cluster we're looking at, star we're looking at, etc., etc. Star parameters. So yeah, we want to change this a bit, just because we want our outputs to match up with what our data models are, because we're going to be working on tuning and fine-tuning the data models, enumerations, and everything that we're using to get it looking real good. And in order to do that, go here. Local nebula isn't getting hit yet. Local system, though, has been randomized, so we want to look at the game blueprint, or level blueprint. Level system. And this will be has star. Take a look at local system parameters struct. Oh, because, okay. Can I now recombine it? Damn it. This is not exactly. Come on. Right. Alright, this is more like it. How's the star? Has an age. Has planets, has a local offset, Alright, now let's delete these. Can I alt these? No. That's unfortunate. Pin. H stays. Local offset stays. The colors are gone. So this will be like a data display for all the different things that get randomized. Pin string. Super. Hey. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I need at least that much mass. Disk color 1. Disk color 2. Print string. Cluster params, local system param. Let's see. Alright, I am going to try something. It may mean that this ends up getting muted on YouTube, but let's try some City Pop and see if they copy strike me when I upload this to YouTube. Maybe they don't give a fuck. Oh, I need to check the, let's add this, pin string, but I need to check the local system randomizer while I'm looking at it, because I have a star without a cluster, which should be a very rare occurrence. That's going to be in here, here. background spawn rate plus density. I see. So this to multiply so if we don't have a cluster, this will be 0, so that multiply it'll discount the density factor of the cluster. Okay. That makes more sense. Like, there should only be a 1% star of a star with no cluster with the way I have it configured right now, and I got one, like, right off the bat, so it was like, this is probably wrong. Alright. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 and 1, so 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hello. What's up, dude? Okay. So fuck. Sure. What you want to know? I mean, I don't. I'm a noob, so I might know it, I might not. I don't know. I'm using 5, and I picked up 5 when I started learning it a few weeks ago. So I haven't done anything with any of the earlier versions of Unreal. To be completely honest, is this enough? Call this print. I'm making a universe generator. So what you're looking at here is not doing anything, it's just printing out the parameters that I've already randomized. Not exactly. It will have planetary systems, but it'll also have systems of galaxies and star clusters and things like that. I mean, I can show you. This is a re-arc of the project that I had going, because I wanted a more robust randomization system. So I can show you what I'm working on right now is getting the randomization system working. I mean, I just have some materials here that I've spun up, but I haven't. These are all procedural, but I haven't actually randomized them yet in this project. So when I run this, we should get, yes, a bunch of shit printed out on the screen, right? So if I come down here, I can see what's getting printed out. So like the way I'm doing my randomization is cascading rule sets basically. So I have 3 coordinates. I have a galactic coordinate, a cluster coordinate, and a local system coordinate. Each of those range between -998 and 998. So there's reasons that they're those specific numbers, but so basically the idea here is that, or actually no, 498. So the idea here is that I generate with the universe coordinate a random seed, and then I use that to calculate the galaxy parameters. So like each level that you go down into the randomization is using the level above it to generate its rules for randomization in its level. So like here's my initial universe parameters, right? So, and in this I have an age, a density, background spawn rate. This is stars that spawn outside of stellar clusters, and a coordinate. So these are my coordinates. So I'm starting 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then a multiverse coordinate. So this is like a master seed that will change everything. So if I change this, it changes all the randomization for everything, for cascading down. So that lets me generate like different universes, right? And then if we go down a level from that, I take these values and I use some of them, like density will determine your likelihood to spawn a galaxy in a given coordinate. Age will determine the maximum age of a galaxy, etc. So we see that we've generated a galaxy in this coordinate. Yes. It's an irregular galaxy. It has no black hole. Its age is this. Its density is this. Its radius is this. So the radius and local offset and color stuff would be stuff that I would use from like a galaxy map level to render the galaxies. So like you can imagine zooming out, right? Like I'm looking at a single star system and I zoom out, and now I'm looking at a stellar cluster, and I zoom out and now I'm looking at a galaxy, and I zoom out from that and I'm looking at lots of galaxies. Well, everything in here would be used to basically define the randomization parameters for how the galaxy is going to look. And then we check to see if there's a supermassive black hole. I haven't done this randomizer yet, so it's just a bunch of empty values. But there's no black hole in the galaxy, but we would generate the random stuff anyway. There's no reason not to. But if this was true, then you would render it. If not, you wouldn't. And And then finally, we come down here. Inside the galaxy, we have stellar clusters. For our given coordinate 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, whatever, how many zeros, there's no stellar cluster there. But if there was, it would have an open classification. It's not embedded. It would have this age, this density, this radius, this local offset, some colors, right? And then we go down, and now we're in the local system. This is what the player actually sees. Well, I mean, this is just what I'm doing differently with this re-art from my other project. My other project I did when I was just starting to learn Unreal, and I just started off right off the ground, like, generate... It is. I generate a... in the other project, I randomize everything only on the system level, right? So you could go to a location and you would get a randomized star and maybe some randomized planets, but it's all system level stuff. Yeah, it's actually trillions. I think they just came out saying that, like, it's more than they thought it was. But, all of these, for the most part, are conceptual definitions that would be used for things like galaxy maps or star maps and things like that. But once you pass this level, this is defining, like, the actual player space, and it's cascaded down from all the other ones. So we're not in a cluster. Yeah, I know, right? So we're not in a cluster, so we're very low likelihood of having a star. I think it's like a 1% chance. So we don't have a star here. This is the age of the local system. It has a local offset and a temperature, which I haven't calculated yet. And then I have this star. It's a post-sequence. If there was a star, it would be a post-sequence giant. It's not embedded. This is its age. This is its mass. This is its radius, temperature, color. And then finally, we calculate how many planets, like some number of planets, and generate them. And what I wanted to do today was put a lot of thought into the different types of planets I'm going to implement. So right now, I just pulled a list of, like, fantasy planet types from Wikipedia, basically, to generate the enumeration for this. But this isn't a great list for what I actually want to do with it. Because I need more variety in, like, the different bands. So the idea here is that I've got 3 bands, right? I've got close, mid, and far, and they each can generate different types of random planets. So close right now has desert and lava planets, and for this star, it rolled all desert planets. Then we start getting in the mid-range. We have a terrestrial, and a protoplanet, and then we start maybe like a silicate and a gas dwarf. And then eventually we'll get into the far planets, which have ice planets and stuff like this. I'm not a game dev professionally, but I've been a software dev for a long time. My professional software dev is a lot more boring. No. Although, it does have some relationship to the government. As a contractor, anyway. I can tell you I work for the government. Well, sort of. I work for a contractor that works for the government. I couldn't give you specifics, though. But the idea here that I have is I want to, instead of going ad hoc and just from the get-go making everything random within ranges, I want a more top-down randomization where before I even start implementing any of this stuff, I want to have the conceptual model of what's going to get built done. So, like, you can... Sure. Yeah, so... docket layout. I mean, I have some procedural textures already that I've whipped up. So, like, a quick star texture here. It's got, like, sunspots that move around. And then, I think my camera needs to be a little faster. So right now, I have some basic procedural textures and these still need work, but they're also, all these are randomizable for lava planets. And there's a little bit of animation, so this will shift around over time. And I got rocky planets. Like terrestrial Earth-like planets. Gas giants. Yeah, it's some city pop. It's I have really weird music taste, I think, because I really like fucking metal and stuff like that, but I also like this. It's a bop. It's a heckin' bop. It's like 80s radio hits from Japan, basically. And yeah, it's like a jazzy, funky, disco-y type thing, is what it seems like most of the time. And plus, some of them are very funny because you get like English and stuff, you know, and I always get a kick out of that. So these are just some planet, yep, from like the 80s on the radio stations. So these are just some planets I whipped up. A big part of the project was generating just an absolute crapload of noise textures. So I have these spherically wrapped noise sets that I've made. I have these flat noise sets that I've made. These are 4K textures and these are 8K textures. And each one of these takes like 40 minutes to an hour to make. Like, not of work. Like, of just like clicking a button and then waiting for 15 minutes. And then clicking a button again and waiting for 15 minutes. But each one of these is RGB layered noise. So like each channel in this is a different grayscale noise texture. So you could think of each one of these as 3 different 8K noise textures. Because I can just pull the red from this, and that's going to be one grayscale, or I can pull the green, and that's going to be a different grayscale, or I can pull the blue, and that's going to be a different grayscale. And to build the planets, you basically are just combining these different types of noises in different ways. I actually kind of love the way the gas giants came out. I think they look better than any of the other ones I got. Like these, I think I can use in the final state almost the way they are, but some of these other planets are going to need some work before they're ready. Like I need atmospheres. I have some cloud stuff, cloud layers that I can put on. So like, the problem is that this is not the right kind of sphere for me to do it, and I don't really want to go into it right now because I'm trying to fix this. So like, today, I was gonna basically brainstorm and try to get my enumerations in order for planets, because I don't want like every planet close to the sun being a desert or a lava planet. I need more than that. So I think it's time for this. Good old notepad. So first we'll define what we already got. We already have lava, ice, call it Terran, I guess. Earth, light. I'm gonna have to come up with a name for this. Yeah, no problem. Gas. Oh, good. Are you trying to do what kind of water are you doing? I might actually be able to help you because I've done a little bit. Are you trying to do like single layer water, or are you trying to do like the landscape water stuff? So, ocean from space or ocean from like you're standing on the shoreline? Okay. Yeah, I've done some stuff with single layer water for this project, and I think I did a little bit with that on another project, but just fucked around with it, like not to like a I could help you out level, I don't think. I know that if you need like a water texture, like if you want like say like a height offset or something like that, and they don't support that, I know you can do it with noise and basically animating noise across each other to create a mask. I don't know, because I like all of my stuff has been from outside of the planet so far on this project. I haven't done any kind of like landing on the planets or anything like that, you know. I'll tackle that after I get the whole fucking galaxy generating properly. Or universe. I think I want to do this. I'm going to break it up into 2 classifications. Gonna do... Lava, ice, desert, rock. Water, earth, like... We'll use StarCraft terminology. Lava, ice, desert, rock, water, Terran, gas. Proto is not here anymore. That's going to be a classification word. Each planet's going to have 2 classifications, I think. No. Remnant and Proto do go up here. Because then I wouldn't be able to know how big the Remnant or Proto was. I have ice, desert, rock, water, Terran, gas, Remnant, Proto. These would be last, though. They're going to be super rare to find remnants or proto-planet. I mean, it'll be based on the age. If you find a planet that's within, like, 500,000 or maybe 100,000 of the smallest value, the youngest value it can be, then it would be a proto. And if it's within the same range of the oldest it could be, it would be a remnant. Or something like that. Yeah, see, like, this song is dope. Colossal is a good word. So it'd be, these become like multipliers, right? So this is just like a map of multipliers. Dwarf would be like 0.5. Normal 1. Giant 5. Colossal 2. And these may have to change actually, but they'll be tunable. Dwarf, normal, giant, colossal. Okay. Lava, ice, desert, rock, water, terrain, gas. There's going to be atmosphere classifications. I'll put the temperature calculations in the fucking atmosphere. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. So, bearing in mind that I'll be able to change the atmosphere on any of these, or randomize the atmosphere on any of these. So, we could do things like ocean instead of water. Lava, ice, desert, rock, ocean, terrain, gas, glass. Metal. becomes a struct, and then we'll have density. Pressure. I'm gonna need some elements, aren't I? I mean, I could just pull in the periodic table, right? It'd be kind of a pain in the ass to define that as a struct, but like I could do that. Or not even a struct, an enum. And then I can make buckets. Atmosphere element buckets. Select 3 from the bucket and combine them. Assign them all a scattering color. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Terran or temperate? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I know this is gonna fuck shit up. It's alright. Alright, now Rare Worlds would be metal. I'm wondering if jungle is rolled up in temperate. Nah, leave it. Alright. I mean, if you really wanted to go hard on this, like, you could model the properties of all the different elements that go into this shit and get all your colors, like, realistically. I'm just thinking about it. Like, somewhere there's the math to figure out every single parameter. It's just that I don't think anybody has it all in one person's head, but, like, all that stuff exists. So, like, if you know what elements the atmosphere is, then you know what color it is. If you know the element and density and volume, and then we probably already have an estimate of like what are common like atmosphere configurations for exoplanets. You can take that information, randomize the atmosphere based on chemicals, and then use that to figure out what color it would be. But see, like, this is way more work than I'm interested in. Density, surface pressure. So, like, right now, I'm just sitting here staring at this, like, debating, do I include elements? But instead of including elements, we'll include breathable and caustic as booleans. Wait, no, this is... fuck. Alright. I need a new struct. Rename this to... We will need two booleans. We will need a temperature. We just need density and pressure. That's two floats. I don't think we call it density. I think it'd be volume and pressure. volume and density, and then we'll just, density is pressure. This stays the same. Don't need surface. Actually need this, I don't think. Alright, we'll replace it first. Volume, density, min, average, max temperature, breathable, or caustic. And then we're going back in here. Start playing the atmosphere, makes sense. Ugh. Bro. fuck things up too badly. Oh my god, I fucked it up. That's alright. I can already randomize that, so we can finish this. Just thinking. Okay. Oh god, this is all fucked now. Completely fucked. I'm irrevocably fucked. This is gonna be destruction. I'm gonna take the temp out of that. I don't think it needs it. I'll calculate it and then yeah. I don't need this here. This is good enough. Okay. Colors. It does need a color.
What about clouds?
Just debating internally.
I could add the breathable caustic. I could add cloud cover or clouds as a boolean, and then a couple more colors for clouds.
Sure. And once we calculated the radius and mass, or really just the mass, we can figure out these. These are like actually used to randomize the materials. Hey dude, what's up? I'm working on my randomization. Oh, that? Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can do some cool stuff with it, like if these are just like kind of in demo mode right now because I'm still working on the randomization part, but like we can change it around, randomize it in different ways. We can make it more mountainous. And all of these planets are like that. So like the idea here is I get these in a position where like they look pretty good, and then after I have them set up, so this is like just demo stuff set up to like settings that I thought looked good. And once I have them set up like that, I can randomize around those values for like given types of classifications and get different planets out of it. But for me to do that, I need to finish my randomization model, which is what I'm working on now, which is like this, the idea is that you have this like cascading randomization of like nested rule sets. So like we start at the universe level, and that randomizes the galaxy level, which randomizes the cluster level and randomizes the local system level, and then that inside of that is going to randomize like the star, the planets, things like that. And all of that's based on a deterministic seed that's generated from your location in the universe. So you basically it would, like, if you went to the same spot in the universe, it would have the same system when it's all said and done. And I have these randomizers, but like I had to change some of my structs because I realized I'm going to need atmosphere parameters set up like this. And now I'm just like going back through because this broke a bunch of shit when I changed it, so I'm just going back through and fixing things. But when it's done, you get stuff like, I don't know if it's gonna work. No, can't say. Don't do that. Okay, I knew there's broken stuff still. I need to fix these two first. Yeah, local system parameters. So this is probably gonna choke and die when I try to do it because all this shit is different for some of it, but we'll try it. Randomizer is this? Local system. So this guy. I see. Yes, yeah, you generate exactly the same everything. So like, you can think so what I'm doing, like there's restrictions on how big you can go with the randomizer. So a lot of the weirdness in the numbers here, but basically I have galaxy scale 498 to 498. I have cluster scale negative 498 to 498, and I have local scale negative 498 to 498. So 1 unit of this level, right? So from 97 to 98 is equivalent to the space of this entire level, right? So like you could think of any 1-1 location, like any XYZ location here, as being a cube that's defined by this. And then any 1 unit in this cube any single location in this cube, you can think of as corresponding to this cube. And then once you pick this cube up, that's where we actually render the player at. And the reason we do this is because these are convenient numbers for generating deterministic seeds. So I can take my XYZ in that case, and I can plus 498. And I can do this number. And I can and it just so happens that when you do this, you'll have a number. Oh, I can turn it down a little bit. And it just so happens that when you do this, you come out with a number that is guaranteed to be within the bounds, but close to the bounds of int32 max, which is the number that you can use for your seed, right? So this gets you your seed right here, and then whenever you change locations, you just reinitialize the seed to this formula again. But we do 3 random streams, so each of these generates a random stream. And then we use this to randomize the galaxy level stuff, and we use this to randomize the cluster level stuff, along with the galaxy level stuff that's been randomized. And then we use the galaxy level stuff, the cluster level stuff that's both already been randomized, along with this stream to randomize the local system stuff. And that way, wherever you go in this coordinate space, which it's oh wait, no, these are 499s. I'm sorry, I was confused. The total space is 998. Oops. So our total space is the distance between these two, so 998 to the third, because it's X, Y, Z, and then to the third again, so it's to the 9th. So we have this to the 9th power, and that's how many coordinate spaces we have under this scheme for our total universe space. And then not every one of those coordinates would have something in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be a lot of empty space in that. But say, like, 10% of those have galaxies. That's that many galaxies. And then say, like, in each galaxy, there's, you know, I don't know, how many clusters. Well, no, this isn't, this is actually not fair. Because my galaxy space would actually be... No, stop. 998 to the third. So I actually have the potential for this many galaxies. So if you say, so again, if we spawned, we would have 99 million galaxies if we spawned in 10% of our locations, right? And then each of those galaxies would contain some number of stellar clusters that is also the same number that we originally had. So let's say, I'm just trying to think of how to do this. So this is how many, like, if we just were 10% all the way down, then we would have this many galaxies, and each galaxy would have this many clusters, and each cluster would have this many stars. So that's kind of like our total number of stars, potential star locations, is this number, which is a lot. It's not as big as the actual universe, but it's big enough, I think, to be classified as a universe. It's like this. So, like, wherever you're at determines your seed at a given time. Yep, this is correct. Yes. Well, it won't just be one number creates the same planet. One number will create the entire, like, if you think about it, one number creates the entire system you're in. Including the planets, the star, any kind of asteroids or nebula, any kind of space stations, well, if there's life or not. You just branch it out. And you calculate the number that you use based on your coordinate inside the universe. Which makes it so that, like, when you go back to the same spot, it will be the same. Alright, so we have atmosphere parameters now, but I need to do my set. Yeah, well, it's so your seed at any given level is in 32 max, unless at some point I may go into the C and add a 64-bit library that will take a 64-bit number for the seed, but right now I'm just working within the bounds of Unreal's engine as it is. I have N32 max, which is like 24 billion-ish at each level. And then I randomize the levels underneath by the things that happen on the level above them. So, like, you randomize one number in 24 billion. You randomize three numbers in 24 billion. The top number generates a layer. The next number takes that layer, uses the information in that layer and itself to generate the next layer. And then under that, we generate one more layer. And that's like your local system stuff. So that's how we get more variance than we actually have numbers in the N32 max, but okay, so now randomize atmosphere parameters. Yep. All good, dude. So, like, here, I'm writing the randomizer for the atmosphere, right? So I know when I'll return the atmosphere parameters. So, like, things like volume and density will depend on the planet parameters that have already been calculated. Because if the planet has more mass, then it'll have a denser atmosphere. So I can break this. And we can create atmosphere base multiplier map, and we'll change this to be a planet classification keyed map that contains floats, and then we can just put our different planet types in here. And we can determine like default atmosphere levels for the default volumes for the different types that we can then randomize around. Wait, did I not capture glass? I definitely want glass planets. That's cool. Hang on. Glass. I definitely want glass in there because that's a cool idea. That'd be a fun shader. Randomizers. Yeah, here. Gas and glass and ass. Got metal already. Temperate. Jungle. Oh, and no ocean? Oh my god. Slipping. Gotta have ocean. That's like the easiest one. Literally just water with a couple islands poking out of it. So far, so good. Okay, save everything. File. Ocean, rock, desert, planet lava. Okay, so we want like I don't know if I should count an atmosphere for a gas planet, because, like, it's a gas planet. It is an atmosphere. I'm gonna leave that one 0. No, it could be a lava planet with an atmosphere, I guess. They will when I'm done. Alright, let's define the volume. So this is our base multiplier. We need to randomize a float, so we'll take in our random stream. Random float and range from stream, we'll do take our base range, multiply it by between 20 and 180%, and that'll give us a volume that we can roll with. Alright, so we define that. Then we take excuse me. Density. If it's habitable, it's breathable. Sure. And also, I can't do it like this. So when you do this, when you do this randomization shit, you have to make sure that it all happens on different execution at different points in execution. So you got to do stuff like, we'll go ahead and define local variables for everything that we need to send out. No. Oops. Linear color. Okay, that part's done at least. Go over there and sit for a little bit. Like this. Sequence. Okay. This gets our volume based on the classification of the planet, the base multiplier map, and this random value. She's gonna go 1.5 and 1.5 to start. Then we need density. Well, hang on. Some of these are easy. So, like, we could go ahead and do breathable, because this is just going to be breathable if the planet is habitable. Easy peasy. Density. Okay, so we have a volume. We have a mass. Radius might actually be better. I mean, it could just randomize this, right? Just do... How do I figure out density? Is there a better way to do it than this? I would like to take the mass into account, but the mass is just an arbitrary number right now. I mean, it's loosely related to the radius and the density. Let's just do this for now. Do blue from string with weight. Transfer caustic will be 0.3 bool with weight from stream anded with habitable. Anded with not habitable. Not. And Sure. And actually, for that matter, we can do this. So this will be if density Oh. That's cool, Shiley, but I couldn't imagine anything more pathetic than what you're suggesting, so I'm just gonna ban you. This atmosphere, need to set if it has clouds or not. So I'm trying to think of how I'd figure that out. We have density and volume if... How about just... If density and volume multiplied together are greater than 1. Okay. Now what do we got left? Set this, set this, set this, set this, set this. So we have all that. We just have to set colors. So for this, we're gonna need... three arrays of colors. Yep, and then caustic cloud colors. Okay, these will define our color ranges and then we'll mutate them. all this shit up. And then yeah, we can do this. Okay, so okay, now, thinking about how I want to do this. You're gonna actually need 3 of these, but they can be in line. Alright, so this is like one set of sets. Go and move it down here. Go. And over here we're gonna need so we're gonna need one of these for caustics, and the first 2 colors will just be straight up from the caustic colors. The second color will be the first color plus 0.3, and then clamp. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Alright, well. We can bring it down like this. These two go together. And with this set, they form the caustic render, or the caustic branch of logic. So we want branch. I actually don't want to do this one yet. No. Alright, so if it's breathable, we do this. If it's not breathable and it's caustic, caustic, we go here, and it was okay, so here, 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 here. Alright. Here. Okay, so that randomizes all that shit. And then when all of those colors are done, we can put a pin, take this pin, and return our atmosphere. Okay. Everything compiles, so that's good. Alright. This goes here. This goes here. Can I do self? Oh no, this is a randomizer. It doesn't have a reference to self. Oh man, that's annoying. So we set the planet parameters without the atmosphere attached to it. Then we can randomize the atmosphere with the planet parameters and the random stream. And then we can take I need to know how to set a single value in a struct. Set single value in struct variable.
There's actually a far better way of doing this. So let me show you. And that is using a set method struct, like so. What you see here is exactly the same as what you just saw just now, except it's a lot cleaner and it's dealing with just the information that we need to deal with. So let's go through how we make this. I'm going to drag in my struct here and do get. And from here I want to break it, not split it. And the benefit of breaking a struct is that you have access to these options over here on the right hand side. You don't see them, they're just hidden by the default category. Now if I want, I can hide each individual pin or all of them, and I can just tick the one I want to use, in this case cost. I'm then going to take it out of there and do -1, which is what I've been doing. Now let's set it back into the struct. I'll take from the struct here and do set members in item struct. And then similarly on the right hand side I can choose which pin to show. In this case I'm returning the cost. Now the cost is now showing.
Oh god, yeah, that's so much easier. So much better.
And a lot easier to set up. You can choose which pins you want to show.
Okay, I'm glad I looked that up before I went and tried to do it the way that I was thinking I was going to have to do it.
You may find it a lot easier, a lot quicker to get things going. Thanks very much for watching. If you want to see more how-tos, go to patreon.com/RyanLady. On the show, a massive thank you for all of our patrons and new journalists for their continued donations and supporting me making videos. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.
Alright. Great. Learned something. It was useful. Shortly I'm going to be doing my exercise. But I would like to see if what this randomizer spits out now. Let's try it. I think I connected everything. I don't know, it's a lot of shit. No, it's busted. All lava planets, not ideal. Okay, so that's gonna be in the, oh, I know exactly what that is. The other thing that I will need to change that I forgot about. Randomizers, randomize local system, parameters, tell planets. Randomize planet parameters here. Alright. I'm close. Lava, desert, rock. What else can be commonly found close to the star? That's gonna be it. So we'll delete this guy. There we go. Save. Rare close planet types will not lava, metal, remnants, protos, catastrophes, glass. All 5 of these can be close to the star as rare types, and these 3 are common types. Common. Mid-range. We can have desert, rock, ocean, jungle, temperate. We can also have gas. Okay. Rare mids. Remnant. Proto. Catastrophe. Metropolis. Common far planets. Oh no, there's no ice and snow. Um, okay. Planet randomizer. Where'd you go? Planet randomizer. Common far planets will include ice, snow, gas, rock. Save file. Rare far planet types. Actually, no, we want glass to be a close rare type. But you have remnants, you can have protos, you can have catastrophes, you can have cybers. Have metals. Okay. Habitable types. Nah. We can potentially inhabit deserts, rocks, oceans, jungles, temperates, metropolises, and snow. Gas, temperate, jungle. Okay. I think those are good. So now that I've rebuilt my buckets, so in this system we have 3 rocky planets close to the star, 2 deserts, protoplanet, planet in development, a jungle planet, snow planet, gas planet, snow planet, gas planet, rock planet, snow planet, snow planet. And we can access random index from empty array. Well, where? Tell me where. Oh, I'm gonna be real sad when you don't. If I hang on, clear this, stop, run again. Output log. So here's like at our given location. This is all our details that we've randomized so far. It tells us how far away it is from a star. What do our temps look like? I think the temps have to be adjusted. The way I'm doing the temps, because they were coming in wrong. It gives us everything we need to set up their initial orbit, their orbit velocities. It's not calculating radius yet. Or mass, or the surface temperature. I think I have to rebuild those maps. I need the size classification. I'm going to do the same classification scheme on my stars as well. So I think did I add it? Planet class. Enum. No. Enum. Planet size. Hold on. And they're all kind of close to the star right now. Is this thing spun on its axis? Or am I just above everything? I guess I'm above everything. In the enums I need I don't know actually. I think with the star, the size is more intrinsic to the type of what it is, whereas with planets, it's not. So we'll do it like this. Planet size class. and that's going to change here. Okay, so now where's my radius and mass? We can do these in line. And then that frees up a little bit of space here. So we want to say with wave from stream. Can I do this then? And then take this off, and then we'll know these can be used to set up base temperature ranges for all of the things. I'm not going to do it right now, but it can be. And then I'll type radii. These would be size classification. Okay. This is just a float. It's just a float. Ugh, annoying. I didn't keep the entries. Alright. Colossals, 20. Giant, 5. Normal, 1. Dwarf, 0.5. How does that seem? Baselines. Okay, now, random bullet weight from stream, so I think that maybe a good 70% of the time and then another 70% of the time of the 70% of the time. This is how we make super giants rare. True is going to set false, falls through. Okay. L planet size. 20%. 20% of the time it'll be a dwarf. Then 70% of the remaining 80% of the time it will be normal. Actually, I should be doing this differently. Alright, 70% of the time. No. 50% of the time it's normal. Out of the remaining 50%, 50% of the time, it's a dwarf. So we've got 50% normals, 25% dwarfs. And out of the remaining two, 70% of the time, it's giant. And the remaining 30% of the time, it's super giant. Connect, connect, connect. Planet parameters needs a size, class, not this. size class, and then we can use that to calculate the radius. Planet size unit float. We'll define this as 100, and we'll say okay. So once we have the size class, we can calculate the radius. Radius would be this. Random float in range from stream. Allow them to mutate by up to 50% in either direction. Times this. Times. Set the radius. I think in star parameters, I have the math for calculating the mass from the radius. This. Type radii, duplicate L-type densities. Classification. I should copy. Hang on. Duplicate this. L-type. Alright, well, this is annoying. Can I... Alright. It's frustrating because you can't just spam it. 1, 1, 1, 0.9, 1, 1, 0.3, 2, 1.5, 5, 1, 0.8, 0.5, 1, 1. Alright. Need streams here, here. Alright, let's give that a shot. We got a super giant. So our planet printer. It's in our level blueprint. In here. We can do this.
All done.
All right.
I see a good girl settled in. I see a good girl. Sweet little Violet. Just pretty comfy, huh? Just was pretty comfy. Hey, sweet baby. Oh, Violet, you're so cute.
Trying to finish this real quick and then I'm going to exercise. Pinned string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Volume, density, breathable. Caustic. Alright. Everything should be tied together now. Now, let's see. Epilogue. Rock. Giant, dwarf, normal. Yeah, so this is good because we see there's some issues here. But anyway, I'll come back, keep fixing those later. I'm gonna go exercise. I'll be back later today. And that's it for now.